Hello, today we're going to talk about mean, median, mode, and range. So we're finding the central tendencies of the data we're going to look for in our project. We're going to start with mean, then move on to median, mode, and then range. So let's hit some examples. So the first thing, here are some test scores. Let's say these are my science test scores. So I have 9 sets of data, okay? And these are going to keep showing up, so it's okay. Maybe on your um, blank sheet of paper, if you want to pause this and write these down, that might not be a bad idea. Also, when you write them down, maybe put them in numerical order from smallest to largest, but it's not necessary at this point. All right, so what can you tell us about these numbers? Well, we can tell a lot of things. If we add them all up and divide by 9, we can get the average. If we find the most common number, we can get the mode. If we find the difference between largest and smallest, we can get the range, and so on and so forth. If we find the middle term, we can get the median. All right. So again, we're going back to these vocabulary words, and we're starting with mean. Mean is another word for average. We find it by adding up all the values in the set and then dividing by the number of values. So if we would add up all 9 of those terms, we would get a number, and when we divide by that number 9, we would get our mean. All right, again, mean is what most of you probably call average. All right, and it usually, believe it or not, requires the most work. Okay, so let's find the mean of my test scores. If we take all of the values, so this is all 9 of the values, if we add those up, we get 783. All right, so you take your calculator, you'd add 9784, all of these numbers up to get 783, and then we simply have to divide by the number of values, and again, there are 9 of them. So 783 divided by 9 is 87. So my average test score on all of these tests is 87, so like a B plus. And you can see that, yeah, I have 100%, but I also have a D on a test, so I struggled on a few of them. My average or my test score grade would be a B plus. All right, so again, adding them up, divide by the number of terms. What is the median? So if I take that data, median, I always remember median as the middle of a highway. Okay, I have another way for you to remember it later on in the slideshow, but if we take the median as the number that is in the middle of the set of data, the only thing you really have to do for some of these problems is just put the numbers, arrange them in a set from least to greatest, and then you just find the middle number. So here's our test average again. Okay, we put them in order. Notice they're from smallest to largest, and I'm looking for the middle number. Okay, and in this problem, if I look, there are 4 to the left of 88 and 4 to the right of 88. 88 is right smack dab in the middle, so the median is 88, which was what? So our average, our mean was 87, our median's 88, so those numbers are pretty close. Okay, now this is not always the case. What if there was an even amount of data? Okay, so 8 numbers or 6 or something like that. Let's take a look at one of those examples. All right, half the numbers are less and half are greater. So right snap dag in the middle. All right, median's kind of like middle, so medium. One way to think of it: small, medium, large, medium, median, or the median, the highway, is that grassy part in the middle. Okay, it's the middle term. All right, so what do we do if there are 2 numbers in the middle? Well, if there are 2 numbers in the middle, we're going to add those 2 numbers together and then divide by 2. So you're basically finding the average of the 2 middle terms. And that looks like, let's say we eliminated one of my my test scores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 now. So if I look, the middle are going to be these 2 guys right here, 88 and 95. All right, 3 to the left, 3 to the right. I'm going to add those 2 numbers up, and I get 183. I'm going to divide those 2 numbers by 2, and I'm going to get 91.5. So my median for this information, when there was an even number of terms, I added up the 2, and I divided by 2. So the average of the 2 middle numbers. Again, that's the median. Right. Now, what is the mode? The mode is the most often. Okay, Notice this is not a typo, capital MO. The mode is the piece of data that occurs most frequently in the data, so MO, most often, most. So there are actually three ways a mode can, a set of data can have. A mode, let me say that again. There are three kind of answer choices or answer possibilities for data. It can have one mode, so a number appears most frequently. Let's say the numbers you see in a set of data, 3 sevens, and that happens more often than anything. That would be one mode. It could have more than one mode, so maybe 2 sixes and 2 eights appear. So 8s appear twice, 6s appear twice. And that's the most often that happens. So there could be 2 or even 3 modes or 4, it doesn't matter. Or no number appears more than once. That's no mode. We'll go over some examples of those. All right, so again, I think it's easiest to arrange the value from least to greatest and find the number that appears most frequently. So in this one, 86, 84, 88, 95, 97 appears more often, twice than any other. So the mode of this test score data is 97. And it's the only one that appears twice, so there's one mode. All right. And again, here's my same hint. Mode, M-O, most often. All right. Now, which set of data has one mode? So one piece of data or a set of data that appears twice. So let's take a look. Or maybe it appears 3 times. 9, 11, 16, 6, 7, 17, 18. I don't see any repeats in there. 18, 7, 10, 7, 18. This has one mode, just 7. So I'm thinking it's B right now, but we'll make sure. 9, 11, 16, 8, 16. This one has 2 16s. Oh, this one up here has 2 18s. So 18, 18, 7. This has 2 modes. This only has 1. So our answer is C. So I made a little mistake. I didn't notice the 18s. That's another reason why when you get a set of data, putting it in order right away is a good idea. All right, let's take a look. Which of this set of data has no mode? So no repeats, only data that appears one time. So 9, 11, 16, 6, 7, 17. I think it's going to be A. This is the same data as the last slide. So 3 12s here, so that has a mode, it's 12. This has a mode, it's 7 and 18. This has no repeats, so I'm going to say the answer is going to be A, and it is. All right, which of the set of data has more than one mode? So a number that's repeated more than once. Here's 16, one time there, so that is one mode, that's out. 11, 9, 16, 6, 18, that doesn't look like it has any. 18 and 18, 7 and 7 has more than one mode. It is C this time. Okay, again, it has 7 appears twice and 18 appears twice. So this has more than one mode. And there's a little example of that. All right, what is the range? The range is the difference between the lowest and the highest values. Largest number minus smallest number is your range. So I'm going to take the guy on this end and the guy over here in my data. I'm going to subtract the 2, and that's going to give me my range. Okay, it's a range, the middle of your range of values. So these are already in order. Again, a key idea. And we're going to look at the highest number and subtract it, or subtract the smallest from the highest. So we're going to get 97 minus 63. Which is 34. And so my range in this set of data is 34. Highest minus smallest. Largest minus smallest. What is the range of this set of data? So we might take some time and put these in order. And so if I do that, I'm looking for the smallest one, which is 48. That's what I see. And the largest is 99. Alright, so this is the biggest guy, and that's the smallest guy. Alright, I'm going to subtract those, so there it is in order. 48, 99, smallest, largest, subtract the 2, and I get 51. So the range for this data, the largest minus the smallest, is 51. What is the range of this set of data? So I'm looking through. Again, I want to put them in order. So if I Scroll back really quick. 15 looks to be the smallest. The largest looks to be 85, and it is. So I'm going to go 85 minus 15, and that gives me 70. So the range for this data is 70. Range for this set, again, putting them in smallest to largest, to me, just out of a quick check, 119 is the smallest and 43 is the biggest. That's what it looks like I got here. All the rest in order. Again, I really just need to subtract this guy and that guy. And that gives me 364. So again, the range, largest minus the smallest. All right. Mean, median, mode. This one requires more work than others. Okay, so you got to add everything up. You got to divide by the number of terms. This usually takes the most time. The median is right in the middle, so that's not too bad. You just have to arrange your data. And the mode, which one is most frequent? Which one happens most often? You just have to look. So on a scale from hardest to easiest, most people put that in order. The only issue is that most of you remember mean as average because you've done this more often than any of the other middle tendency problems. So most of you like the mean or the average the best, but these two are easier to find. Okay, less math involved. All right. All right, let's find the mean. So we got to add all these guys up and then divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we take some time to add all these up, looks like I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 46, and 55. So if I divide by, lost my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55 divided by 5 is 11. The median's the middle term, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so 10 is the middle number. And the mode, the most frequent, is also 10. So we got 11 for the median, 10 for the, 11 for the mean, 10 for the median, and 10, oh, I must have missed one. If I go back, yep, 13's also there. So I get two modes, most common, 10 and 13. All right. We're going to do the same thing for this data. Everything's in order for us, so that's kind of nice. The mean, adding all those numbers up might take some time. So adding these up, I have 8, 16, and 9 is 25, 35, 45, 57, 69, 82, and 82 and 10 is 92, and 7 is 99. So if I add all of these up, and again, you can use your calculator if you want to, I get 99, and 99 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 terms. 99 divided by 9 is 11. That's my mean. My mode, looks like I got some 8s, 2 10s, 2 12s, so just two of those. So 8, 10, and 12 will be my mode. And my median, there's 9 terms, so it's the middle term. 4, it's 10. So let's check my work. 11 for the mean, good. The median was 10, that was the middle term, and the mode 8, 10, and 12. Again, 99 divided by 9 was 11. Most common, 8, 10, and 12, and the middle guy was 10. All right. Now we're going to find the range as well. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and then try to figure out all and then check your work. Okay, and just we'll go through the rest of this video trying to hit on all these. Check your work. So pause it when you get to one of these pages and then check your work on the next one. All right, so pause it. And here are the answers to that next one. And then here's a new one. So take a look, pause it. And here are the answers to that one. And then pause it. And here are the answers to that one. And that is the end. So I hope this helps you with mean, median, mode, and range. We'll see you guys next time.